Welcome, Aquarius, to your February messages. Happy birthday if you've had a birthday recently or if you're about to. This reading is not to be taken as literal advice. I am not a doctor. I have no qualifications to give any kind of medical or mental advice. I'm here simply to offer love and general guidance that you can take or leave for yourself. You are an autonomous, sovereign being here to make your own decisions. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's go ahead and dive in to your reading. I hope you're being patient in your own life with the circumstances around you, the people. There's only so much we can control. Patience, and of course temperance comes out with the Six of Wands. So this is really about what I'm hearing, because there's so many messages to these cards. But right now, for this reading, this really is about staying patient with yourself and others and focusing and knowing that success, better days, better times, it is inevitable. It might feel a little messy, it might feel a little discombobulated. What I'm hearing is you've got your hands a little full. It's feeling like a lot, but you will be successful, and there's much to celebrate. And take time and celebrate all of the successes that you have had in your life already, and kind of reflect on, well, yeah, that took that amount of effort and that took that much time, but you did succeed eventually. So take that with you forward into the now. We'll take it now. And hold on to that energy. The more you focus on that energy, the more you will help create that. We're not focusing on all of the worries and how all these are going to come into play. Like, you got it. It might feel like you got your hands a little full, but you are successful, and you will continue to be successful. Does that mean that all of your endeavors will be successful in your definition of it? No. Sometimes failures or setbacks are actually setups for a comeback, setups for something better, a redirect. And I just love the colors. This feels just so stable, even though it feels like there's like stability, but with like a little bit of chaos. So, and that's what the temperance is all about. It's about finding that balance and being patient. Yeah, and you are supported by the divine, by the universe. Rest in that. Rest in that ease and that love. Maybe you're even dreaming of partnership a loved one. And maybe not even just dreaming of them, but, you know, kind of focusing on that it is possible, or reviving something that you already have. But it starts within. It starts with that stable, secure energy from within, and that will radiate out and attract those who are meant to be in your life. And sometimes that means people making changes, and that's on them. We don't want to make decisions based on short-term fulfillment. We really need to take into account what is best in the long run for you and for the people involved. So, and then we got Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and Queen of Pentacles. So there is some immaturity vibes going. The pages are they've still got some maturing to do, some growing up to do when it comes to following their passions, following their heart. Sometimes you need to reflect and see if you're just being too idealistic, if you're maybe operating from what you think society says things are supposed to be. Like, maybe it's that, you know, women are supposed to act XYZ, men are supposed to act XYZ, anything in between is supposed to act X, Y, or Z. It's just kind of remember to keep an open mind about people and individuals. They're allowed to be on their journey of self-discovery, just as you are. And we don't hold, just because we see someone a certain way, or we've seen them be a certain way their whole life, we don't want to continue to hold them in these negative, in like a negative light, believing that they will always be a certain way if it's negative. We really want to vote people's victory, evolution. Really bless others, right? We don't want to just think about ourselves. Our actions affect those around us. Yeah. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful. This kind of goes back to the Six of Wands and Temperance energy a bit. The more we can stay in the energy of, it is easy to receive. I am worthy of receiving. It is your birthright. Does that mean that has always been given to you? No. Because that's breaking free of conditioning, the way the world says that it is, circumstance. We are conscious creators, and the more that we focus our energy and vibrations and beliefs to positives, to what it is that we truly do love and feels good, feels nourishing, feels just. The more we focus the energy there, the more it opens us up to this receiving. Know that you will be receiving all kinds of support, not just money. Things in your life, like maybe it's furniture, someone's giving you furniture, or you're finding a really great deal on it. Or just finding the perfect thing that you've always dreamed of. When it comes to decorating or a new space, food, receiving of food, nourishment, medicine, love. It's true wealth. It is not just about money. So be open to receive. We don't need to know how always. It's just if we were receiving guidance to do a certain thing, to maybe start a certain business, yes, go after that. Take these passions that maybe you feel somewhat immature in, maybe a little inexperienced in, and go for it. With your love and your passions, your ideas combined, it can take you very, very far and help you to receive. Okay? And I love that these guys have feathers in their hats. You are air sign. You are brilliant minds. Utilize that. Celebrate it. Let it guide you. A little spiritual awakening, a little inner work, yes. It's a good time for it. Finding your own light. Connecting with the light of the universe. Your soul spark. Examining mentors, scriptures, books on faith or beliefs, Buddhism, whatever it is that you're into. There's wisdom across all of these ancient texts, ways of life. You can explore all of them and find yourself. Because that's really all that we are truly looking for. Our true divine alignment with our soul purpose, our happiness, so that we can continue to be a bright light in this world. I'm also getting a strong message that you are being supported by ancestors, the universe, the heavenly vibrations, the heavenly dimension. There's a lot of support there. And I love how there's these crocuses blooming. As the music stops, my computer just decided to go quiet. Fitting for the hermit, yes. To become still, to become quiet, and bloom, even surrounded by cold and snow. You will bloom, you will be that light. You will shine. And you don't have to be, really loud about it. Your vibration and your light speaks for itself. It's not about fame. It's not about look at me, look at me. It is humble. And it is in alignment with your soul. And not what anybody else says, but what is truly best for you when you look in your heart. Your heart is a portal. Go within. You will find many, many beautiful treasures there. So we've got, this is interesting that I flipped it over and there's the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles kind of poking out. I'll show it to you real quick. Oops. Oh, look at that. The Nine of Pentacles wants to make an appearance. That's what that was about. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. So, oof. Okay. So with the Knight of Pentacles, he doesn't have a weapon, right? He just has his armor and this pentacle, which is very sacred. It's very important. To me, it speaks of soul purpose. When the time is right, the seed for true divine abundance, it will be planted. It will be delivered. Right now, it's like it's in transit. And that is you carrying the seed to the location that it's supposed to be, the time that it's supposed to be. Slow and steady wins the race. This is the slowest night, and this goes back to the Temperance card of being patient, right? And then with this Nine of Pentacles, it's about being really secure within the self, making sure that, you know, you are in an abundant state. You are in love with yourself. You are in love with your life, regardless if anyone else is there on a romantic level. Some of you, yes, you're already in a romantic space. Maybe things are challenged. If they're not, I'm so stoked for you. More of that, please. But if you're having struggles, do a little check-in with yourself and say, are there any behaviors that I am doing that are not of self-love? Are there any behaviors that I'm doing that are self-sacrificing? Because if you are, it's time to stop that, because people will reflect your sense of self-worth. And when you do not take care of yourself, when you don't put yourself first, and not in a way that's just like, I don't care about other people, but when you don't take care of yourself, when you don't make time to feed yourself, clean up after yourself, make sure you have clothes, you take good care of your clothes, you take good care of your space, your possessions. If you don't do those things, you're sending out vibrations to the universe, to the world, that it's okay to receive mishandling. If you mishandle things in your own life, others will mishandle you. And sometimes that's about, well, how are you handling others? Are you being kind? Are you being patient? Are you being loving? Are you enabling? And if something needs to be addressed, can you please find a way to communicate in a state of love, patience, allowing people their journey, giving them time to reflect and evolve. They might not hear you right away. You might just be planting a seed with them. And be willing to not be right. Maybe you got it wrong. Maybe they're right. Or maybe you're right. Maybe you're both right. Choose love. Choose peace. Choose honor and authenticity. And with that, this new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles, the one that this knight was carrying, it's being delivered, it's being divinely guided to the garden that it is best suited for. Your time is coming. Your time is here. Stay focused. Take care of yourself. Don't abandon yourself, right? We choose to be responsible for our lives. We choose to be responsible for our words. We choose to care so much about every possession, every loved one, every breath. We love it. Every money that we receive and spend, we give thanks. We operate from gratitude, from abundance, from knowing there is a divine order and flow to how this is going, how your life is unfolding. It's not all just about success. It's about lessons, growth. That is the true abundance of just allowing life to flow to you, through you, for you. Enjoy, smile, play. Remember your inner child. Love it. Nourish it. So, with that, let's move on to this oracle deck, and we'll leave it at that. So, you are such a brilliant, brilliant sign. You really, Aquariuses are just some of the most genius people that I know. But they can get a little lost in their heads sometimes, stuck in their ways. It's kind of what it's interesting. Almost like stubborn about which way they want to go. So letting go is a big lesson that many of us, doesn't matter what your sign is, that we came here to learn. The letting go and the many forms that it takes. Let's see what the Starseed Oracle deck has to say for you before I leave you to your month, your days, your life. If this is resonating for you, please give it a like, subscribe if you like. Oh, this seems so perfect. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy. Make love to life. And there's partnership here. Respect. Giving each other space to grow, right? That's surrender. And then we've got big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I mean, I just feel like this wraps up the whole reading so perfectly. The more you can surrender, it really will just reveal the way. You know, it's almost like instead of being so stubborn and stuck in how we think it should be, we can reflect, we can do the hermit work, and see that it's not just about us, right? Everyone is here to learn what they came to learn. Not everyone is here to just sabotage you or stab you in the back or, betray you or abandon you. It's an old pattern that you're breaking, that you're beginning to see through, and changing that pattern within your mind and learning to surrender to the sweetness and focus on that joy, focus on that love that you are, that self-care, right? Really making sure that you're taking the very best care of yourself. If you want to level up in life, if you want to receive more, give to yourself more. Care more about the foods that you're eating, the things that you're drinking, all of your habits, everything that you do day to day. Is that a healthy habit, or can it be improved? And just because you want to improve doesn't mean that you will succeed right away. It takes time to build new patterns, right? So be as be as consistent as you possibly can. Speak up when you need to. That's why I'm having the throat thing. Speak your truth. Be your truth. Let your work speak for you. Let your actions speak for you. Sometimes you can stay silent and just let your vibration and your decisions be what speaks for you, right? But also you do have a gift for words, thoughts, big, beautiful thoughts. You have a gift for that. There's great abundance within there, and the more that you can tune into your true self and not what the world thinks of you or expects of you, the more you can release from all of that, it will open up doors for you, gateways to true abundance, happiness, love. And it's not just about partnership, it's about really being in love with who you are, being in love with your life, even if you don't have a partner. We're not focusing on the lack, okay? We're focusing on, I'm alive, and I love me, and I choose to love and show love to others. I choose to be honorable even if others are not. I choose to be true to who I am, even if others expect something different. So, with that, I love you. I'm wishing you a very happy birthday time, month, and if you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.